I texted "I miss you" to the wrong number. It was 2 a.m. and I was drunk and sad and going through old contacts on my phone. I meant to text my ex-boyfriend Josh. Instead, I texted a number I didn't recognize. The response came back within seconds. "Pack a bag. I'm sending a car. Tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. Be ready." I stared at my phone. This had to be a joke. "Who are you?" I typed back. "Someone who's been waiting for that text," came the reply. "Car will be there at 8. Don't overthink it." Then, nothing. I tried calling the number, but it went straight to voicemail. A generic voicemail that gave no hints about who owned the number. I should have deleted the texts and gone to sleep. Should have assumed it was some weirdo and blocked the number. But I was drunk and sad, and something about the message felt like fate. Like the universe was telling me to do something spontaneous for once in my boring life. My name is Harper Reed, and I'm 28 years old. I live in Chicago and work as a financial analyst at a bank. My life is predictable and safe and, frankly, kind of depressing. I had just gotten dumped by Josh after 3 years together. He said I was too cautious, too boring, too unwilling to take risks. The breakup had been 2 weeks ago, and I was still devastated. So when I woke up the next morning with a hangover and checked my phone to see those weird texts, I should have ignored them. Instead, I packed a bag. I don't know why. Maybe because Josh was right that I never took risks. Maybe because I was tired of my safe, boring life. Maybe because I had nothing to lose. At exactly 8 a.m., my phone buzzed. "Car is outside. Black sedan. Driver knows where to take you." I looked out my window. There was indeed a black sedan parked in front of my apartment building. This was insane. I was about to get kidnapped or murdered or both. But I grabbed my bag and went downstairs anyway. The driver was a woman in her 50s, professional looking. "Miss Reed?" she asked when I approached the car. "That's me," I said. "Where are we going?" "You'll see," she said. "Please get in." I got in. The car started driving. We headed toward O'Hare Airport. "So we're flying somewhere?" I asked the driver. She didn't answer. At the airport, she led me past the main terminals to a private aviation area I didn't know existed. There was a small plane waiting, a private jet. "This is crazy," I said out loud. But I got on the plane anyway. There was one other passenger already seated, a man, probably in his early 30s, attractive in an understated way. Dark hair, nice suit, reading something on his phone. He looked up when I boarded. "Harper Reed?" he asked. "Yes," I said. "Who are you?" "I'm Nathan Cartwright," he said. "We've never met, but I've been hoping you'd reach out." I sat down across from him. "What is happening?" I asked. "You texted me last night," Nathan said. "You said you miss me." "I don't know you," I said, "so how could I miss you?" "That's what I'm hoping to find out," Nathan said. The plane started moving. We were actually taking off. I should have been terrified. Instead, I was curious. "Where are we going?" I asked. "Montana," Nathan said. "I have a place there. We'll talk when we arrive." "Why did you tell me to pack a bag?" I asked. "Why would you just assume I'd come with you?" "Because you did," Nathan said simply. "And that tells me everything I need to know about you." "What does it tell you?" I asked. "That you're ready for something different," Nathan said. "That you're brave enough to take a chance. That you're not nearly as boring as you think you are." "How do you know I think I'm boring?" I asked. "Lucky guess," Nathan said. He went back to reading his phone. I sat there trying to process what was happening. I had gotten on a private plane with a complete stranger based on a text message. This was the most reckless thing I had ever done. It was also the most alive I had felt in years. The flight was about 3 hours. Nathan barely spoke during it. He worked on his laptop, made a few calls in a quiet voice. I tried to piece together who he was. Rich, obviously. The private plane made that clear. Business person of some kind based on his calls.
confident, a little mysterious. When we landed, there was a car waiting. This one drove us for another 45 minutes into the mountains. Beautiful country. Pine trees and snow-capped peaks and clear blue sky. We finally pulled up to a house. Calling it a house was an understatement. It was a massive modern structure built into the mountainside, all glass and wood and stone, like something out of an architecture magazine. "Welcome," Nathan said, as we got out of the car. "This is my place. I need to work for a few hours. Make yourself at home. We'll talk at dinner." Then he disappeared inside. I stood there with my bag, completely bewildered. A woman appeared, maybe the housekeeper. "Your room is upstairs. First door on the right. Dinner is at 7. My room was bigger than my entire apartment in Chicago. Floor-to-ceiling windows looking out at the mountains, a bathroom with a tub that could fit 3 people, a bed that looked like a cloud. I sat on the bed and finally let myself panic.
What had I done? I had flown to Montana with a stranger. I hadn't told anyone where I was going. I didn't even know where I was exactly. This was how people ended up on true crime podcasts. I pulled out my phone to call someone, but there was no service. Of course there wasn't. I found the housekeeper and asked about Wi-Fi. She gave me the password, and I immediately texted my roommate, Kate. "You're not going to believe this," I typed. "I met a guy, and I'm in Montana. His name is Nathan Cartwright. If I go missing, that's who took me." Kate responded immediately. "What? Harper, what the hell? Are you safe?" "I think so," I typed back. "He seems normal. Rich, but normal." "This is insane," Kate wrote. "Even for post-breakup you, this is insane." "I know," I admitted. "But I'm here now. I'll keep you updated." "Be careful," Kate wrote. "Send me your location if you can figure out where you are." I spent the afternoon exploring the house. It was stunning. Art on the walls that looked expensive and original. Books everywhere. A music room with a grand piano. A gym. An office with multiple computer monitors. Whoever Nathan was, he had money and taste. At 7 p.m., I found the dining room. Nathan was already there, changed out of his suit into casual clothes. "You came," he said. "I wasn't sure you would." "Where else would I go?" I asked. "I'm in the middle of Montana with no car." "You could have called a car service," Nathan said, "or the police, or any number of things. Instead, you're having dinner with me." "Because I want answers," I said, sitting down. "Who are you? What is this? Why did you bring me here?" Nathan poured wine into 2 glasses. "I'm Nathan Cartwright," he said. "I own a cybersecurity company based in Seattle. I spent most of my time here in Montana, working remotely. I'm 32 years old. I went to MIT. I like hiking and cooking and jazz music. I've never been married. I don't have kids. That's the basic biography." "That doesn't explain why you brought me here," I said. 3 years ago, Nathan began, I was going through a difficult time. My company was struggling. I was working too much and sleeping too little. I was lonely and exhausted and questioning every decision I'd made. One night, I got a text from an unknown number. It said, "I miss you." "What did you do?" I asked. I texted back asking who it was, Nathan said. The person apologized and said wrong number. We ended up talking for hours, just random conversation about life and work and dreams. It was exactly what I needed that night. "Was it me?" I asked. "Did I text you 3 years ago?" "No," Nathan said. "It was someone else. We never met in person. Eventually, we stopped texting. But I never forgot how much that random connection helped me. So when you texted me last night saying I miss you, I saw an opportunity." "An opportunity for what?" I asked. "To return the favor," Nathan said. "You sounded sad in your text. Lost. I know that feeling. So I thought, what if I could give you what that stranger gave me? A break from your regular life. A chance to step outside your routine and remember who you are." "By bringing me to Montana?" I asked. "By offering you a different perspective," Nathan said. "You were brave enough to get on that plane. That tells me you're looking for something. Maybe I can help you find it." "This is insane," I said. "You don't know me. I don't know you." "Exactly," Nathan said. No history, no expectations, no baggage. Just two strangers having dinner in Montana. Tell me about yourself, Harper. So I did. I told him about my job, that paid well but bored me, about Josh and the breakup and how he said I was too cautious, about my life, that felt like I was going through the motions, about how I was 28 and had no idea what I actually wanted. Nathan listened, really listened. Then he told me about his life, about building his company from nothing and becoming successful, but losing himself in the process, about buying this house in Montana as an escape, but spending all his time working, even here, about being surrounded by people, but feeling alone. We talked for hours. The housekeeper brought food and cleared plates, and we barely noticed. We talked about everything. Family, dreams, fears, regrets. It was the most honest conversation I'd had in years. Maybe because we were strangers. Maybe because there was nothing to lose. When I finally went to bed around midnight, my head was spinning. Not from wine, but from the strangeness of it all. I had flown to Montana on a whim. I was staying in a mansion with a man I didn't know, and somehow it felt right. The next morning, I found Nathan in the kitchen making breakfast. Sleep well? He asked. Surprisingly, yes, I said. What's the plan for today? I thought we could go hiking, Nathan said. There's a trail near here with an incredible view. Unless you want to leave, I can have the plane ready in an hour. I should leave, I said. This is crazy. I should go back to Chicago and my normal life. But you're not going to, Nathan said. It wasn't a question. No, I admitted. I'm not. Good, Nathan said. Because I'd like you to stay, at least for a few days. We went hiking. The trail was steep and challenging, but Nathan was patient when I needed breaks.
At the top, the view was breathtaking, mountains stretching in every direction. Why did you really bring me here? I asked. We were sitting on a rock, catching our breath. I told you, Nathan said, to help you find what you're looking for. But what if I don't know what I'm looking for? I asked. Then we'll figure it out together, Nathan said. Over the next 3 days, we fell into a routine. Mornings, Nathan worked, and I explored the area or read books from his extensive library. Afternoons, we hiked or talked or cooked together. Evenings, we had long dinners and longer conversations. It was like existing in a bubble, separate from real life and all its complications. I told Nathan things I had never told anyone, about my fear of failure, about feeling like I was disappointing my parents who wanted me to have a prestigious career, about Josh calling me boring and how much that hurt because I was afraid it was true. You're not boring, Nathan said. Boring people don't get on planes with strangers. Boring people don't take risks. That was one risk, I pointed out, driven by alcohol and a bad breakup. One risk is how you start, Nathan said. The question is what you do next. On the 4th day, Nathan had to take a video call for work. I went for a walk alone, trying to process everything. I had been in Montana for 4 days. I should go home, should get back to my job and my life, but I didn't want to. Here with Nathan, I felt like I was discovering parts of myself I had forgotten existed. The part that was spontaneous and open to adventure. The part that could have deep conversations and not worry about saying the wrong thing. The part that felt alive. When I got back to the house, Nathan was waiting. We need to talk, he said. Okay, I said. My heart started racing. Harper, I like you, Nathan said. These past few days have been incredible. But I don't want to take advantage of the situation. You came here vulnerable and maybe not thinking clearly. I need to know if you're here because you want to be or because you don't know how to leave. I want to be here, I said. I know this is weird and complicated, but I feel more myself here than I have in years. Good, Nathan said, because I have a proposition for you. What kind of proposition? I asked. Stay for a month, Nathan said. Use this as a retreat. Figure out what you want from your life. I'll give you space and time and no pressure. At the end of the month, you can go back to Chicago or you can choose something different. What would I do for a month? I asked. Whatever you want, Nathan said. Hike, read, think. I have a studio space you could use if you want to try something creative. There's a town 20 minutes away with shops and cafes. Or you could just exist without a plan for once. What about my job? I asked.
You hate your job, Nathan pointed out. But I need money, I said. I'll pay you, Nathan said. Consider it a consulting fee. You can give me feedback on some projects I'm working on. Call it whatever makes you comfortable. This is too much, I said. Why would you do this for a stranger? Because someone did something similar for me once, Nathan said. And because I have resources I don't know what to do with. And honestly, because I like having you here. The house feels less empty. I thought about it. A month in Montana, away from my depressing apartment and my boring job, and the city where everywhere I went reminded me of Josh. A month to figure out what I actually wanted. It was crazy. But staying in Chicago and going back to my old life felt crazier. Okay, I said. I'll stay for a month. I called Kate that night to tell her, "You're staying in Montana with a stranger for a month?" Kate practically yelled through the phone. "When you say it like that, it sounds bad," I said. "Because it is bad, Harper. This is insane. You don't know this guy. What if he's dangerous?" "He's not dangerous," I said. "He's actually really kind, and I'm safe, I promise." "I still think this is a terrible idea," Kate said. "But you sound happy. Happier than you've sounded since the breakup." "I am happy," I realized. "That's worth something," Kate said. "But please be careful and check in with me every day or I'm calling the police." "Deal," I said. The first week of my month in Montana was strange. I had no schedule, no obligations. I woke up when I wanted, spent hours reading, took long walks, started using the studio space Nathan had mentioned, trying my hand at painting, even though I had no idea what I was doing. Nathan worked during the days, but we always had dinner together. We talked about everything and nothing. He told me about his company and the challenges of running a business. I told him about my family and my childhood and my dreams I had given up on. We were becoming friends, real friends. But there was also something else building between us. Attraction, maybe, or just the intensity of spending so much time together. I caught him watching me sometimes with an expression I couldn't read. I found myself thinking about him when we were apart. On the 10th day, we were cooking dinner together. I was chopping vegetables and Nathan was at the stove.
He said something funny and I laughed and turned to respond. We were suddenly very close. Close enough that I could see the flecks of gold in his brown eyes. The moment stretched. Then Nathan stepped back. "I should check on the pasta," he said. The spell broke. That night, lying in bed, I admitted to myself that I was developing feelings for Nathan. Real feelings. This complicated everything. I was supposed to be here figuring out my life, not falling for my mysterious benefactor. The next morning, I decided I needed space. I took Nathan's car into town, a small mountain community 20 minutes away. I found a coffee shop and sat there for hours, trying to think clearly. What was I doing? I had come to Montana on a whim. Now I was staying with a man I barely knew, developing feelings I wasn't sure were real or just circumstance. A woman sat down at my table. "Mind if I join you?" she asked. "All the other tables are taken." "Sure," I said. We started talking. Her name was Ellen, and she lived in town. She was a writer, working on her second novel. "How long are you visiting?" Ellen asked. "I'm here for a month," I said, "staying with a friend." "Let me guess," Ellen said. "Nathan Cartwright?" "How did you know?" I asked. "Small town," Ellen said. "Plus, Nathan doesn't have many visitors. You must be special." "We're just friends," I said quickly. "Sure," Ellen said. She smiled knowingly. "Nathan's a good guy. Keeps to himself mostly, but he's generous. Donated money to help rebuild the library. Helps out families who are struggling. He doesn't talk about it, but everyone knows." We talked for another hour. Ellen told me about the town, about her life, about moving here 5 years ago to escape the chaos of New York. "Sometimes you need to blow up your life to find out what you really want," Ellen said. That's what I did. Moved across the country, left a corporate job, started writing. Best decision I ever made. "Do you regret it?" I asked. "Sometimes," Ellen admitted. "It's been hard. I make way less money. Dating is non-existent in a town this small. But I'm writing. I am creating something that matters to me. That's worth the sacrifice." When I got back to Nathan's house, he was working in his office. "Can we talk?" I asked. "Of course," Nathan said. He closed his laptop.
I met someone in town today, I said. Ellen. She told me about you, how you help people, donate money. Ellen talks too much, Nathan said. But it's true? I asked. Why don't you mention these things? Because they're not about me, Nathan said. They're about people who need help. I have resources. Using them to make life better for others isn't noble. It's just logical. That's not how most rich people think, I pointed out. Maybe that's the problem, Nathan said. I thought about Josh saying I was boring, about my safe, stable life in Chicago, about working a job I hated because it paid well, about never taking risks or following dreams. I need to tell you something, I said. I'm scared. Of what? Nathan asked. Of this, I said. Of you. Of how I'm feeling. Of changing my entire life based on 3 weeks in Montana. What are you feeling? Nathan asked quietly. Like I don't want to go back to Chicago, I admitted. Like these weeks here have shown me that my old life wasn't working. Like I'm starting to care about you in ways I shouldn't. Why shouldn't you? Nathan asked. Because this isn't real, I said. This is a bubble, a fantasy. Real life is messy and complicated. This is real life, Nathan said. It's just different from what you're used to. Harper, I brought you here because I wanted to help, but I'd be lying if I said that's the only reason now. I've started to care about you too. We stared at each other. The air felt charged. What do we do about that? I asked. Whatever we want, Nathan said, or nothing. You still have 2 weeks left of your month, no pressure. But I want you to know that I'm interested in you, in seeing where this could go. I don't know if I'm ready for a relationship, I said. I just got out of one. I'm not asking for a relationship, Nathan said. I'm just being honest about my feelings. What you do with that information is up to you. That night, I couldn't sleep. I lay in bed thinking about Nathan, about my life, about what I wanted. The truth was, I had never felt this way about Josh. What I felt for Nathan was different, deeper, scarier. The next 2 weeks were a careful dance. Nathan and I spent time together but maintained boundaries. We didn't talk about feelings again. Instead, we focused on helping me figure out what I wanted to do with my life. You studied economics in college, Nathan said, but what did you want to study? Art history, I admitted, but my parents said that was impractical. Do you still love art? Nathan asked. I don't know, I said. I haven't engaged with it in years. Let's find out, Nathan said. He took me to a small gallery in town, then to a bigger one 2 hours away. He gave me books about artists and movements. He encouraged me to spend more time in the studio. Slowly, I remembered why I had loved art in the first place, the way it made me feel, the way it connected me to something bigger than myself. I can't make a living as an artist, I said to Nathan. Who says? Nathan asked. Lots of people make livings as artists, and you don't need to be a painter. You could work at a museum or a gallery. You could teach. There are options beyond banking. I've been at the bank for 5 years, I said. That's my career path. That's a sunk cost fallacy, Nathan said. Just because you've invested time doesn't mean you have to keep investing it. You get one life, Harper. You should spend it doing something that matters to you. On my last day in Montana, Nathan and I went hiking to the same spot where we had gone my second day there. The view was just as breathtaking. What are you going to do? Nathan asked, when you go back to Chicago. I don't know, I admitted. I need to think about it. No, you don't, Nathan said. You already know. You're just scared to admit it. Maybe, I said. Harper, he said, these past few weeks have been incredible. For me. I hope they've been good for you too. They have, I said. They've changed everything. Good, Nathan said, because I need to tell you something. I'm in love with you. I stared at him. Nathan continued. I know it's fast. I know this whole situation is unusual, but I've spent nearly a month getting to know you, and I don't want you to leave. Stay in Montana. Move here. Give us, a real chance. I can't, I said. Why not? Nathan asked. Because it's crazy, I said. I barely know him. A month isn't enough time to upend your entire life. But I can't stop thinking about him. I can't imagine going back to my old routine like Montana never happened. So don't, Kate said. Don't what? I asked. Don't go back to your old routine, Kate said. If Montana showed you that you want something different, then change things, with or without Nathan. That night, I couldn't sleep. I kept thinking about what Nathan had said, that I already knew what I wanted. I was just scared. He was right. I did know. The next morning, I went to work, sat at my desk, stared at the same spreadsheets I had been staring at for 5 years. My boss stopped by my desk. Harper, good to have you back, he said. Did you enjoy your vacation?
It was good, I said. Well, we've got a lot backed up, my boss said. I'll need you to stay late this week to catch up. Sure, I said automatically. After he walked away, I stared at my computer screen. This was my life. This desk, these spreadsheets, this fluorescent lighting. Working late to catch up on things that didn't matter, going home to an empty apartment, repeating the same day over and over. I thought about Montana, about waking up to mountain views, about painting in Nathan's studio, about feeling alive and present and like myself. I pulled up my email and started typing. I'm giving 2 weeks' notice. I can't do this anymore. I didn't send it right away. Instead, I closed my laptop and went to lunch. I needed to think clearly. At a coffee shop near my office, I ran into someone I hadn't seen in years. Melissa, a friend from college. Harper, she exclaimed, I haven't seen you in forever. How are you? I'm okay, I said. Actually, I might be having a life crisis. Tell me, Melissa said. We got coffee and sat down. I told her an abbreviated version of the Montana story. She listened with wide eyes. That's the most romantic thing I've ever heard, Melissa said. So why do you look miserable? Because I don't know what to do, I said. Moving to Montana for a guy I barely know is crazy, but staying in Chicago and going back to my old life feels impossible now. What does your gut tell you? Melissa asked. My gut says go to Montana, I admitted. Then that's your answer, Melissa said. Harper, you were always so careful in college, always making the safe choice. Maybe it's time to make the unsafe choice. But what if it doesn't work out? I asked. What if Nathan and I don't work? What if I move there and hate it? What if I give up everything and it's a mistake? Then you move back, Melissa said. You get a new job, you start over. But at least you'll know. Not knowing is worse than failing. That afternoon, I walked around Chicago, the city where I had lived for 6 years. I walked past my favorite coffee shop, the park where I used to jog, the restaurant where Josh broke up with me. I was saying goodbye, I realized. That night, I called my parents. I need to tell you something, I said. You're moving to Montana, my mom said. How did you know? I asked. A mother knows, she said. Harper, are you sure about this? No, I admitted. I'm not sure at all, but I have to try. Your father and I are worried, my mom said. This man, Nathan, you barely know him. What if he's not who you think he is? Then I'll figure it out, I said. Mom, I've been playing it safe my whole life, and where has it gotten me? A job I hate? A relationship that didn't work? A life that feels empty? Maybe it's time to take a risk. Just promise me you'll be careful, my mom said. I promise, I said. My dad got on the phone. Harper, he said, I just want you to be happy. I think this will make me happy, I said. Then do it, my dad said. Your mother is worried, but I think you need this. You've always been so focused on doing the right thing. Maybe it's time to do the thing that feels right. Thanks, Dad, I said. I spent the next week finalizing my decision. I met with my landlord about breaking my lease early. I talked to Kate about what to do with my furniture. I looked at my bank account and calculated how long I could survive without a job. It was scary, really scary, but it also felt right. 8 days after I got back from Montana, I sent Nathan a text. Can we video chat? He called me immediately.
"Harper," he said when his face appeared on my screen. He looked tired. "Are you okay?" "I'm okay," I said. "I've been thinking. About us. About everything." "And?" Nathan asked. I could see hope and fear in his eyes. "I'm scared," I said. "This is the biggest risk I've ever taken. I could be making a huge mistake, but I want to try. I want to see if this is real." "Are you saying what I think you're saying?" Nathan asked. "I'm coming back to Montana," I said. "I'm quitting my job and moving there, if you still want me to." "Harper," Nathan said. His voice broke slightly. "Of course I still want you to." "When?" "2 weeks," I said. "I need to give notice at work and pack up my apartment." "But Nathan, I need you to understand something." "What?" he asked. "I'm moving there to be your girlfriend who lives in your house and depends on you for everything," I said. "I need to build my own life there, get my own job, have my own identity, eventually get my own place, even if I'm spending most of my time at yours. I need to know I'm choosing you, not running away from Chicago." "I understand," Nathan said, "and I want that for you." "Harper, I don't want you to be dependent on me. I want you to be happy." "Okay," I said. "Then I'm doing this. I'm really doing this. I can't wait," Nathan said. The next 2 weeks were chaos. I gave notice at work. My boss was shocked, but not particularly upset. I packed up my apartment, sorting through 6 years of accumulated stuff. I said goodbye to friends, most of whom thought I was either incredibly brave or incredibly stupid. Kate helped me pack. "I'm going to miss you," she said. "You can visit. Nathan's house has like 6 guest rooms."
"I will," Kate promised. "Harper, I just want to say something." "What?" I asked. "I'm proud of you," Kate said. "Josh always said you were boring and cautious. But this is the opposite of cautious. This is you betting on yourself and on love. That takes guts." "Thanks," I said. I needed to hear that. "Do you love him?" Kate asked. "Nathan?" "Yes," I admitted. "I really do." "Then it's worth the risk," Kate said. My last night in Chicago, I couldn't sleep. I lay in my now empty apartment on an air mattress surrounded by boxes. Tomorrow, I was flying to Montana to start a new life with a man I had known for barely a month. This was either the best decision of my life or the worst. I guess I would find out. Nathan sent the plane for me again. This time it felt different. Last time I had been running away. This time I was running towards something. When I landed in Montana, Nathan was waiting at the airport. He pulled me into his arms as soon as I got off the plane. "You're here," he said. "I'm here," I confirmed. "For real this time." He kissed me. It felt like coming home. "Welcome home," Nathan said. Over the next few weeks, I started building my life in Montana. I stayed at Nathan's house, but we agreed it was temporary until I found my own place. I started looking for jobs, applied to galleries and museums within driving distance, worked on my painting, explored the area. Nathan gave me space when I needed it, but we still had our dinners together, still talked for hours, still grew closer. But it wasn't all easy. About 3 weeks after I moved, we had our first real fight. Nathan had bought expensive art supplies for me without asking. I found them in the studio. "I can buy my own supplies," I said. "I know you can," Nathan said. "I just wanted to help." "It feels like you're trying to take care of me," I said. "Like I'm a project." "That's not what this is," Nathan said. "Harper, I love you. I want to support you." "There's a difference between supporting and trying to control," I said. "I need to do this myself." "Fine," Nathan said. He was frustrated. "Then do it yourself. Don't accept any help from me. See how that works." "That's not fair," I said. "Neither is accusing me of trying to control you when I bought you some paint," Nathan said. We didn't talk for the rest of the day. I went into town and sat in that same coffee shop where I had met Ellen. She was there again. "Trouble in paradise?" Ellen asked, sitting down. "How did you know?" I asked. "You have that look," Ellen said. "What look?" I asked. "The look of someone who moved across the country for love and is now wondering if they made a mistake," Ellen said. "I didn't make a mistake," I said. "But it's harder than I expected." "Of course it is," Ellen said. "Real relationships are hard. The fantasy part is easy."
Living together, navigating differences, that's the work. Nathan bought me art supplies without asking, I said. And you got mad because you're trying to maintain independence and he's trying to take care of you, Ellen guessed. Exactly, I said. So talk to him about it, Ellen said. Tell him what you need. Tell him your boundaries. If he respects them, great. If he doesn't, then you have a problem. I went back to the house that evening. Nathan was in his office working. Can we talk? I asked. He looked up. Please, I'm sorry I accused you of trying to control me, I said. I know that's not what you were doing. I'm sorry I didn't ask first, Nathan said. I should have realized the supplies were more loaded than I thought. I'm scared, I admitted. Of what? Nathan asked. Of losing myself in this relationship, I said. I moved here for you. I'm living in your house. My whole life revolves around you right now. I need to build something that's mine or I'll resent you eventually. Then build it, Nathan said. Whatever you need for me to make that happen, tell me. I need space sometimes, I said. I need to know you're not going to fix all my problems before I get a chance to solve them myself. I need to feel like an equal partner, not someone you're rescuing. I can do that, Nathan said. And Harper, I need things too. What do you need? I asked. I need you to let me help sometimes without assuming I'm trying to control you. I need you to trust that I love you for who you are, not who I want you to be. I need you to talk to me instead of getting defensive. I can do that, I said. We're figuring this out, Nathan said. It's not going to be perfect right away. I know, I said. But I want to figure it out with you. Me too, Nathan said. 6 weeks after I moved to Montana, I got a job. A small gallery in town hired me to work 3 days a week. It wasn't much money, but it was mine, my own job that had nothing to do with Nathan. I also found an apartment, just a small one-bedroom place above a bookstore in town. I didn't move in right away, but I signed the lease. I needed to know I had the option. You're really getting your own place? Nathan asked when I told him. I think I need to, at least for now, while we figure this out. I understand, Nathan said, but he looked hurt. Nathan, this isn't about you, I said. This is about me needing to know I can stand on my own.
I love you. I want to be with you, but I need to do it from a position of strength, not dependence. Okay, Nathan said. When are you moving? Next week, I said. So we have a week, Nathan said. Make the most of it. That week, we spent every moment together, cooking elaborate dinners, hiking, staying up late talking, making love like we might not see each other again, even though we both knew I was just moving 20 minutes away. The day I moved into my apartment, Nathan helped me carry boxes up the stairs. It's small, I said, looking around at my new space. It's perfect, Nathan said. It's yours. That night, sleeping alone in my new apartment for the first time, I felt both liberated and lonely. I had my independence, but I missed Nathan. I called him. Miss me already? He asked. So much, I admitted. Good, Nathan said. That means this is real. Over the next few months, Nathan and I developed a new rhythm. I worked at the gallery 3 days a week and painted the other days. I spent some nights at his house, some at my apartment. We had date nights in town. We gave each other space. It was healthier than before, more balanced. But I still struggled sometimes with the reality of my new life. I had given up a stable job and a city I knew for a man and a place that were still largely unknown to me. 3 months after I moved to Montana, my old college roommate Sarah came to visit. She's living in a fantasy, Sarah said to Kate on a video call. I had stepped out of the room, but I could hear them. Kate, their entire relationship is based on this romantic gesture. What happens when reality sets in? Reality has set in, Kate defended me. Harper has her own job and her own apartment. She's building a real life there. For now, Sarah said, but what happens in a year, 2 years? She gave up everything for this guy. I walked back into the room. I can hear you, I said. Sarah looked embarrassed. I'm sorry, Harper. I'm just worried about you. Why? I asked. Because you made a huge life change very quickly, Sarah said, and I want to make sure you're okay. I'm more than okay, I said. I'm happy. Sarah looked skeptical, but didn't push. After she left, I felt unsettled. Was I living in a fantasy? Was this all going to fall apart? I talked to Nathan about it that night. Your friend thinks you made a mistake moving here, Nathan said. It wasn't a question. She's worried, I confirmed. Are you? Nathan asked. Having second thoughts? Sometimes, I admitted. Sometimes I wonder what I'm doing here, if I made the right choice. That's fair, Nathan said. Harper, I can't promise this will work out forever. I can only promise that right now, in this moment, I love you. I choose you. That has to be enough. Is it enough for you? Nathan asked. Yes, I said. It is. 6 months after I moved to Montana, Nathan and I were having dinner at his house. I had been thinking, he said. About what? I asked. About us, Nathan said. About this long-distance situation where you live 20 minutes away. I thought we agreed this was good for us, I said. It is, Nathan said. But Harper, I miss you. I miss waking up next to you every day. I miss having you here. I miss you too, I admitted. But I need my independence. I know, Nathan said. So I have a proposal. What kind of proposal? I asked. Move in with me, Nathan said. But keep your apartment. Use it as a studio, a place that's yours. But live here with me. I don't know, I said. Think about it, Nathan said. No pressure. But Harper, we're committed to each other. Why are we pretending otherwise? I thought about it for a week. Talked to Kate about it, talked to Ellen, even talked to Melissa back in Chicago. Everyone said the same thing. If I wanted to be with Nathan, I should be with him. Really with him. So I said yes. I moved my clothes and personal items into Nathan's house, kept my apartment for a studio space, started building a life that was both independent and shared. It wasn't perfect. We still fought sometimes, about my need for space and his need for closeness, about money and independence and what our future looked like. But we worked through it, because what we had was real. 1 year after I texted, "I miss you" to the wrong number, Nathan and I were hiking. We went to that same spot where he had told me he loved me. Remember the first time we came here? Nathan asked. I thought you were going to send me home, I said. I almost did, Nathan admitted. I was scared I was pushing too hard, but I couldn't let you leave without telling you how I felt. I'm glad you didn't, I said. Harper, Nathan said, this past year has been the best of my life. Even with all the challenges and adjustments, you've made me happier than I thought possible. Where is this going? I asked, because you sound like you're about to break up with me. I'm not breaking up with you, Nathan said. He got down on one knee. Harper Reed, will you marry me? I stared at him. He pulled out a ring. I know this is fast, Nathan said. I know we still have things to figure out, but I don't want to figure them out with anyone else. I want to build a life with you, whatever that looks like. I said yes. Obviously, I said yes. We got married 4 months later, a small ceremony in Montana with our families and closest friends. My parents came. They had met Nathan a few times by then and had warmed up to him. During the ceremony, I thought about that drunk text, about getting on a plane with a stranger, about all the choices that had led me here. Kate gave a toast at the reception. I've known Harper since college, Kate said, and I've never seen her take a risk. She was always the careful one, the one who made plans and followed rules. Then she drunk texted a wrong number and everything changed. Harper, I'm so proud of you, not because you married a rich guy in a beautiful house in Montana, but because you were brave enough to choose yourself, to choose happiness, to choose love. That's what I tell people now when they ask about my story. I texted "I miss you" to the wrong number, got a reply that said pack a bag, and I did. I got on a plane with a stranger, spent a month in Montana, fell in love, changed my entire life. It was reckless and impulsive and completely unlike me. It was also the best decision I ever made. 2 years after that first text, Nathan and I are building the life we want. I work at the gallery, I paint, I'm happy. Nathan scaled back his work, spends more time on things that matter. We're planning to start a family soon. Sometimes I think about my old life in Chicago, the safe, boring life I was living. I don't miss it, not even a little. Because this life, the one I built in Montana with Nathan, this is the life I was supposed to be living all along. I just needed a wrong number to help me find it. But marriage isn't all mountain views and romantic dinners. 6 months after our wedding, Nathan and I had our biggest fight yet. It started over something small. I had been offered a position at a gallery in Seattle. Better pay, more prestige, chance to work with major artists. But it would mean leaving Montana, or at least spending several days a week in Seattle. You should take it, Nathan said when I told him about the offer. But you're here, I said. Your company is here. Our life is here. I can travel with you, Nathan offered, or we could get a place in Seattle. You don't want to leave Montana, I said. You built this house. You love it here. I love you more, Nathan said. Harper, I don't want you to pass up opportunities because of me. But this is a huge decision, I said. It affects both of us. So let's decide together, Nathan said. What do you want to do? I don't know, I admitted. Part of me wants to stay here where life is simple and beautiful. Part of me wants to take the job and grow my career. Then there's your answer, Nathan said. Take the job. Spend 3 days a week in Seattle. I'll come with you sometimes. We'll make it work. Are you sure? I asked. I'm sure that I want you to be happy, Nathan said, whatever that looks like. I took the job, started spending Monday through Wednesday in Seattle. Nathan came with me sometimes, but not always. The distance was hard. We went from seeing each other every day to having 3 days apart each week.
We fought about it more than we wanted to admit. I miss you, I told Nathan one night. We were on the phone, and I was in my Seattle hotel room. I miss you too, Nathan said. Is this sustainable? I asked. Living apart 3 days a week? I don't know, Nathan admitted, but we're trying. That's what matters. 3 months into my Seattle job, I came home to Montana to find Nathan looking exhausted. What's wrong? I asked. I'm tired, Nathan said, of the distance, of sleeping alone half the week, of building a life together but living it separately. I thought you were okay with this, I said. I am, Nathan said. I want you to have this opportunity, but I also want my wife home more than 4 days a week. So what do we do? I asked. I don't know, Nathan said. That's the first time I saw cracks in our relationship. Real ones. We had built something beautiful, but the reality of 2 careers and 2 different cities was straining it. I talked to Ellen about it over coffee. Long-distance marriage, Ellen said. That's tough. I knew it would be hard, I said, but I thought we could handle it. Maybe you can't, Ellen said. Or maybe you need to make a choice. I don't want to choose between my career and my marriage, I said. Sometimes you have to, Ellen said. That's life. Compromise, sacrifice, figuring out what matters most. I spent a week thinking about it. The Seattle job was amazing. I was working with incredible artists, making good money, building a reputation. But I was also exhausted, lonely, missing Nathan, missing the life we had built in Montana. On Friday night, I flew back to Montana. Nathan picked me up at the airport. We need to talk, I said in the car. Okay, Nathan said. He sounded worried. I'm quitting the Seattle job, I said. What? Nathan asked. Why? Because I hate it, I admitted. Not the work is great, but I hate being away from you. I hate living out of a hotel. I hate that we're building parallel lives instead of one shared life. Harper, you can't quit because of me, Nathan said. I'm not quitting because of you, I said. I'm quitting because this isn't the life I want.
Nathan pulled the car over. He turned to look at me. "Are you sure?" he asked. "I'm sure," I said. "I want to be here with you. I want to work at the little gallery in town and paint in my studio and have dinner with you every night. I want simple." "I thought you wanted career growth," Nathan said. "I did," I said. "But I learned something. Career growth doesn't mean anything if I'm miserable. I'd rather have a smaller career and a bigger life." Nathan kissed me. "I love you," he said. "I love you too," I said. I quit the Seattle job. My boss was disappointed, but understood. I went back to working at the gallery in town 3 days a week, spent the rest of my time painting. Was I giving up opportunities? Maybe, but I was gaining something more important, a life I actually wanted to live. A year after quitting Seattle, I had my first solo art show. A gallery in Bozeman wanted to feature my work. 20 paintings I had created over the past 2 years. Nathan came to the opening. He was so proud, he told everyone there that I was his wife. The show sold well. Art critics actually came and wrote reviews. My career was growing, but on my own terms, in my own time, without sacrificing my marriage or my sanity. "You did it," Nathan said at the opening. "Built a career without compromising what matters." "I couldn't have done it without you," I said. "Yes, you could have," Nathan said. "But I'm glad you didn't have to." 3 years after that first text, we started trying for a baby. It took longer than we expected. 8 months of negative pregnancy tests and growing frustration. "Maybe we're not supposed to have kids," I said one night after another negative test. "We are," Nathan said. "It'll happen when it's meant to." "I'm 31, I said. "What if we've waited too long?" "We haven't," Nathan assured me. "But we can talk to a doctor if you want." We did. The doctor said everything looked fine. Just give it time. Sometimes it takes a while. On our 4th wedding anniversary, I finally got a positive test. I was pregnant.
Nathan cried when I told him. Actually cried. "We're having a baby," he said. "We're having a baby," I confirmed. The pregnancy was hard. Morning sickness that lasted all day, exhaustion, emotional ups and downs that tested both of us. Nathan was patient and supportive, but I could tell he was overwhelmed sometimes. "I'm sorry I'm so difficult," I told him one day. I was crying about something I can't even remember now. "You're not difficult," Nathan said. "You're growing a human. That's hard work." "I don't know how to be a mom," I said. "Neither of us knows how to be parents," Nathan pointed out. "We'll figure it out together." Our daughter was born in October. We named her Claire. She was perfect and terrifying. Becoming parents changed everything. The first few months were brutal. Claire didn't sleep. I was exhausted and overwhelmed. Nathan tried to help, but he had to work, and I was breastfeeding, so most of the burden fell on me. We fought more than we ever had, about division of labor, about parenting decisions, about losing ourselves in parenthood. "I miss us," I told Nathan one night. Claire was finally asleep, and we were sitting on the couch like zombies. "Me too," Nathan admitted. "I miss having conversations that aren't about feeding schedules and diaper counts. I miss feeling like your wife, not just Claire's mom," I said. "You are my wife," Nathan said. "I love you, even when we're exhausted and fighting about whether to use the blue pacifier or the green one." That made me laugh. It was the first time I had laughed in weeks. "We'll get through this," Nathan said. "All new parents go through this. It gets easier." He was right. Around month 4, things started to improve. Claire slept longer, we found a rhythm, we started to feel like ourselves again. 4 years after that first text, we had settled into family life. Claire was 18 months old, walking and talking and destroying everything in her path. Nathan had stepped back even more from his company. He worked from home most days so he could be present. I had gone back to painting, but scaled back my gallery hours. We were building a life that worked for all 3 of us. One night, after Claire was asleep, Nathan and I were having wine on the deck. "Remember that first text?"
Nathan asked. How could I forget? I said. I think about it sometimes, Nathan said, about how random it was. You meant to text your ex, you got me instead. One mistake changed both our lives. Best mistake I ever made, I said. Mine too, Nathan agreed. Do you ever wonder what would have happened if I had texted someone else? I asked. All the time, Nathan admitted. Or what if I had ignored the text? What if I had blocked the number and gone to sleep? Then we never would have met, Nathan said. I would still be working too much and sleeping too little. You would still be in Chicago doing a job you hated. We both would have missed this. He gestured at our life. The house, the mountains, Claire sleeping inside. I'm glad I drunk texted you, I said. Me too, Nathan said. Even though you meant it for someone else. Josh is probably wondering what happened to me, I joked. Josh is an idiot who let you go, Nathan said. His loss is very much my game. 5 years after that first text, we were doing well. Claire was 2. We were talking about having another baby. My art career was thriving in a quiet way. Nathan's company was successful. We had built a life that felt right. But we still had challenges. Nathan's father got sick, stage 4 cancer. Nathan was devastated. He flew to Seattle every week to visit. Tried to make up for years of distance with his family. I should have called him more, Nathan told me one night. We weren't close, but he's still my dad. You're calling him now, I said. That's what matters. His father died 3 months after the diagnosis. Nathan handled it outwardly well, but I could tell he was struggling. The funeral was in Seattle. Lots of people from Nathan's past. His ex-girlfriend was there, the one before me. She came up to us at the reception. Nathan, she said, I'm so sorry about your father. Thank you, Emily, Nathan said.
This is my wife, Harper. Emily looked at me. You're the one who texted him by accident, she said. That's me, I confirmed. That story is legendary, Emily said. Nathan told everyone how you got on a plane with a stranger, how he fell in love with you in a month. It's very romantic. It was certainly unexpected, I said. I tried to get him back, Emily admitted, after we broke up, but he wasn't interested. He said he was waiting for something real. I'm glad he found it, she said. Then she walked away. You told people about me? I asked Nathan later. Of course, Nathan said. You're the best story I have. That night, in our hotel room, Nathan broke down, really broke down, cried about his father, about their complicated relationship, about regrets and missed opportunities. I held him, told him it was okay, reminded him that he had been there at the end, that his father had known he was loved. Thank you, Nathan said, for being here, for being you. Where else would I be? I asked. 6 years after that first text, we welcomed our second child, a son we named Jack. Claire was thrilled to be a big sister. Nathan and I were exhausted but happy. Our family felt complete. 7 years after that first text, we moved. Not far, just to a different house on the same mountain. This one we designed together from the ground up, a space that was truly ours. 8 years after that first text, Claire started school. Jack was starting to walk. I had another art show. Nathan launched a new product. We were busy but content. 9 years after that first text, we took a family trip to Chicago, showed the kids where I used to live, took them to my favorite places, had dinner with Kate, who still lived there. This is where Mom lived before Dad texted her? Claire asked. Before I accidentally texted Dad, I corrected. Same thing, Kate said. Best accident ever. 10 years after I texted, I miss you, to the wrong number, Nathan and I renewed our vows. We stood on the same mountain where he had first told me he loved me. Our kids were there, our friends and family. 10 years, Nathan said in his vows. A decade since you sent that text. Since I sent you a plane. Since you were brave enough to get on it. Harper, you've given me everything. A life I love, children I adore, a partnership that makes me better.
I promise to spend the next 10 years and every 10 years after that choosing you. In my vows, I talked about fear and bravery, about drunk texting a stranger and getting on a plane, about building a life I never planned but that fits perfectly. Nathan, I said, you told me to pack a bag. I brought a small suitcase for a month and ended up staying forever. Thank you for seeing me when I couldn't see myself. Thank you for building this life with me. Thank you for being patient while I figured out who I wanted to be. I promise to keep choosing you, to keep building this life with you, to keep being brave. Looking back on 10 years, I'm amazed by how much changed from one drunk text, from one decision to take a risk. I'm not the same person I was at 28. That Harper was scared and stuck and playing it safe. This Harper is braver. She takes risks. She builds things. She chooses love and adventure and living fully. Sometimes people ask if I have regrets, if I wish I had stayed in Chicago, built my career differently, taken less risk. I don't, not even for a second. Because this life, the one I built with Nathan in Montana, this is everything. It's not perfect. We fought and struggled and had to make hard choices. But it's real. It's ours. It's exactly what I needed. That's what I want people to know. Taking risks is terrifying. Changing your life is hard. Choosing love over safety feels impossible. But sometimes the wrong number is the right number. Sometimes a stranger knows exactly what you need. Sometimes you have to pack a bag and get on a plane and trust that life will work out. It did for me. 10 years later, I'm still here, still with Nathan, still building this life, still grateful for that drunk text, still amazed that I was brave enough to get on that plane. Sometimes I think about texting Josh to thank him
for breaking up with me, for calling me boring, for pushing me to prove him wrong. But I don't, because he doesn't deserve credit for my bravery. That was all me, drunk and sad and texting the wrong number. That was all me getting on that plane. That was all me choosing to build a different life. Nathan helped. He opened doors and offered opportunities and loved me through my growth. But the courage was mine. That's what I'm most proud of. Not the life I built, but the fact that I was brave enough to build it. 11 years after that first text, Claire started asking questions about how Nathan and I met. She was 8 years old and fascinated by love stories. "You drunk texted Dad?" she asked one night at dinner. She had clearly been eavesdropping on conversations. "I drunk texted someone," I corrected. "It happened to be Dad." "What did the text say?" Claire wanted to know. "It said, 'I miss you,'" I admitted, "but it was meant for someone else." "And Dad said to pack a bag?" Claire asked. "He did," I confirmed. "That's so weird," Claire said. "Weird, but it worked," Nathan said. "Sometimes the best things happen by accident." Jack, who was 6, chimed in. "Like me?" he asked. "Are you an accident?" "You were very much on purpose," I assured him. "Unlike how your mother and I met," Nathan said. "That was definitely an accident. But the best accident ever." Looking back on 11 years, I'm still amazed by the trajectory of my life. From a drunk text to a plane ride, to a month in Montana, to a complete life transformation. If you had told 28-year-old me that I would be married to a man I met by texting the wrong number, living in Montana with 2 kids and a thriving art career, I wouldn't have believed you. That Harper couldn't imagine this life. She was too scared to dream this big. 12 years after that first text, Nathan sold his cybersecurity company. He had been thinking about it for a while, wanting to step back, spend more time with family, focus on other projects. "Are you sure?" I asked when he told me. "I'm sure," Nathan said. "I built the company, made my mark. Now I want to do other things." "Like what?" I asked. "I want to teach," Nathan said. "Maybe mentor young entrepreneurs, work on some passion projects, spend more time with you and the kids." "What about money?" I asked.
We have more than enough, Nathan said. Harper, I don't need to keep building wealth. I need to build a life worth living. So he sold the company for an amount that made my head spin, donated a significant portion to various charities, set up trusts for our kids, and started a new chapter. 13 years after that first text, I had my biggest art show yet. A gallery in New York wanted to feature my work, a whole exhibition of paintings I had created over the past decade, all mountain landscapes, all inspired by Montana. Nathan came with me to New York for the opening. The kids stayed with friends in Montana. It was our first trip alone together in years. Walking through the gallery, seeing my work on those walls, I felt something I hadn't felt in a long time. Pride. Not just in the art, but in myself, for building this career slowly and deliberately, for not compromising my family or my sanity to achieve success. You did it, Nathan said. He was standing next to me, looking at a painting of the mountain where we got married. Did what? I asked. Built exactly the life you wanted, Nathan said. On your terms, your way. I couldn't have done it without you, I said. You could have, Nathan disagreed, but I'm glad you didn't have to. That night, lying in our hotel room, Nathan asked me a question. Do you ever think about your old life? He asked. Sometimes, I admitted. Do you miss it? Nathan asked. No, I said, but I'm grateful for it. Why? Nathan asked. Because it taught me what I didn't want, I said. I needed to live that safe, boring life to know I wanted something different. I needed to date Josh to know what love actually feels like with you. I needed to be 28 and stuck to be brave enough to get on that plane. So you don't regret any of it? Nathan asked. Not even the hard parts? Especially not the hard parts, I said.
The hard parts made me who I am. 14 years after that first text, we faced a challenge. Nathan had a health scare. A lump that turned out to be benign, but that scared us both. It forced us to think about mortality, about what we wanted from our remaining years. I want to travel more, Nathan said. With you. Show the kids the world. I want to write, I said. Maybe a book about art, or about our story, or something. I don't know, but I want to create something beyond paintings. So we did. We spent that year traveling with Claire and Jack. Europe, Asia, South America. The kids learned and grew. Nathan and I reconnected as partners and lovers, not just parents. And I started writing. Not about our story exactly, but about taking risks, about changing your life, about being brave enough to pack a bag and get on a plane. 15 years after I texted, "I miss you" to the wrong number, I published a book. It was part memoir, part self-help, about my journey from Chicago to Montana, about drunk texting a stranger, about building a life I actually wanted. The book did well. Not bestseller well, but it reached people who needed it. I got emails from readers who said the book inspired them to make changes, to take risks, to be brave. That meant more than any sales numbers. Sitting on our deck in Montana, watching our kids play in the yard, Nathan reading my book for the third time, I thought about gratitude, about how different my life could have been if I had deleted that text, if I had ignored Nathan's response, if I had been too scared to get on the plane. All those moments where I could have chosen safety over risk, but I didn't. And that made all the difference. Nathan looked up from the book. "This is really good," he said. "You've read it 3 times, I pointed out. "And it gets better each time," Nathan said. "Are you proud of yourself?" "I'm proud of us," I said, "of what we built together." "We're good partners," Nathan agreed. "We've figured out how to grow together instead of apart. That's rare." "I know," I said. "That's what makes it precious." 16 years after that first text, Claire went to high school. Jack started middle school. Nathan and I looked at each other across the empty house and realized we had time again. Time to focus on each other. Time to rediscover who we were as a couple, not just parents. So we did. We started dating again. Weekly dinners out, weekend trips, late-night conversations like we used to have. We fell in love all over again. Not the intense, passionate love of the beginning, but the deep, comfortable love of people who have built a life together and still choose each other every day. "This is my favorite version of us," I told Nathan one night. We were sitting on the deck watching the sunset like we had done thousands of times. "Mine too," Nathan agreed. "We've earned this." 17 years after that first text, I thought about all the versions of myself I had been. The scared 28-year-old working a job she hated, the brave woman who got on a plane, the uncertain person figuring out Montana, the artist building a career, the wife learning to balance love and independence, the mother raising kids, the author sharing her story. All those versions led to this one. The 45-year-old woman sitting on a deck in Montana, married to the love of her life, watching the sunset over the mountains. Happy, grateful, complete. Sometimes I wonder what my life could have looked like if I had texted the right number that night. If I had connected with Josh instead of Nathan. Would we have gotten back together? Would I still be in Chicago? Would I have ever found the courage to change? I don't think so. Josh was comfortable, safe, and that's exactly what I didn't need. I needed someone to tell me to pack a bag, to push me out of my comfort zone, to see potential in me I didn't see in myself. That was Nathan. That drunk text wasn't a mistake. It was fate disguised as an accident. It was the universe giving me exactly what I needed, even though I didn't know I needed it. Pack a bag. 2 words that changed my life. I packed a bag for a month and ended up staying forever, and I would do it all again in a heartbeat. Did you like my story? Which city are you listening from? Let's meet in the comments. If you liked the story, you can support me by sending a super thanks so I can keep bringing more stories like this. Thank you so much for your sweet support. I'm looking forward to your comments on the story. On the screen, you can see 2 new life stories that I highly recommend. There's so much more on my channel. Don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next life story. With love and respect.